The thing about black folks is we always
I know
you got to realize.
I got a
Hold
cousin
on,
in
hold on, hold on,
Chicago.
hold on, gang. You gotta let me talk.
Let me talk. Okay, I'm a
What
ball fan.
what
Got you.
what we gotta understand? What we gotta understand as black folks is that we make everything cool. We know how to survive. So anything that these people have given us from slavery to now, we know how to survive. It's in us. So all this street life. Oh, I got a street life. Like I heard Brick Baby yesterday on the interview say, you know what I'm saying? You'll get the real nigga award if you don't snitch. What the fuck is a real nigga award?
Mm.
And I'm gonna make a reel about it probably today and explain to these youth that the streets ain't no awards, nigga. Ain't no who gives a fuck about an award, about somebody telling you, man, that's a real nigga, you ain't snitch or you didn't do this. The streets has no rules, gang. It's only rules only come when you in stuck in a situation. Just like the streets rules change according to circumstances, man. I'm not with none of that shit. You gotta be solid. You know what I'm saying? So all that I went to jail or I served this many years in jail or nigga, I
Mhm.
was beating niggas in jail and all this weird ass shit. All them people, look how let me tell you how this is how jail is just like how slavery was. All them niggas in jail. It's more prisoners in jail than it is staff members. All it takes is a group of motherfuckers to hijack the prison and get the fuck up out of there. But but people don't come together. They so fucked up in the mindset. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna go with the system and go with the flow. You were just out here murdering, shooting, killing motherfuckers, then you go to jail and comply with the same human beings. Just a different they have a different title. They're a police officer, they're a correctional officer. Like motherfuckers is out here terrorizing the world. Like, but I really believe that those type of people really do need to be locked down. Y'all out here killing motherfuckers for no reason, your own people. Like, come on, motherfucker look just like you go and shoot them. That's crazy, bro. Go ahead though.
Yeah, you're on point. Now, so God, you're very much on point. I had nothing to say back about that or anything. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop the inward degradation in our communities for us to grow, and we need to learn from this. And not the net is not going to do everything for us. We have to actually get together on the real streets and talk about issues and leave the phones down. We need to go back to old protocol. That's what we need to do to get this stuff resolved.
That's a fact, bro. There's too much bullshit going on. Like, it ain't no the youth don't got nobody they can really look up to.
I
Like they
remember
not understanding. They don't huh?
I remember 30 years ago, where I grew up, it wasn't as bad. We had clubs, we had parties, we had places we could actually go to. I remember with the homeboys, the crew, we used to be out. Oh, sometimes we'll get together 6 to 5 p.m. We'll be out to 12 p.m. You know what I mean? Be out all night, hanging out, going to clubs, going to parties, living the life, enjoying it, join the women, join the people and everything. Just having fun with our lives. I mean, there was beefs, there was shootouts, there was stuff that you ran into. But back then and stuff like that, you could actually have fun. These you are acting up because they don't have programs and stuff they can go to. They're frustrated that they can't go into a neighborhood bar, that they can't go out and have fun and do fun things because when it's all taken away, and this is what happens, and that's why they come to the center cities and terrorize. The
But
same
but but but
terroristic, the same thing that happened in Chicago happened here when they went to the center
check it
cities and
out.
they went in and did they little riots.
But check it out though, man. You can't always listen. See, that's the problem. We can't keep saying they don't have programs. Fuck all them programs and fuck them.
We got
What
to make
about
our
the
own fun. I
parents?
know where you come from.
Bro. You gotta let me finish. Fuck that. What about the parents? You can't keep putting it on the government. Oh, they don't have programs for the kids. What about the program that you set up for your kid if his ass get bored? Not to get out here and start shooting up shit and hanging with goofy ass friends and going to rob stores and weird ass shit. We don't even teach our kids about robbing. Like, you gonna rob this man and risk your life to take something from him so you can go buy stuff.
Mm.
That's it. You robbing a motherfucker so you can go buy more stuff.
Mm.
We don't even think of motherfuckers don't even think, oh, I'm gonna take his chain. Cause you want to wear it so people can think you're shining now. Somebody else's chain. What type of weird ass nigga
That
shit is
is
that?
weird.
So that's what I'm saying. If we have to
That is
start
weird.
we have to start putting those type of connotations and descriptions and shit out for the youth to be like, you know what, that is right. I'm gonna take from him to go buy some more clothes and put myself in jail and put a body on my life and my soul and
Oh,
what are we talking about? No,
Michael
I'm not gonna
Butler.
do that shit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna fall back and let them people do them because there's no point in me going to jail for robbing a motherfucker for $500 or a couple of $100 or stealing from my homie or something like that. That
And what a
shit
kid's go,
weird.
and what a kid's going to do to you when you behind bars and cats are ready to rape you and beat you down to a pulp behind it. When 13 people ready to
Exactly.
beat you down to a pulp, what that's going to do for you there? A chain can't do nothing. You can't even carry a gun and a damn prison cell. You have to be about them hands when you go to a jail.
You know what I tell kids that's young? Like my daughter, she's 17. Like when I explain stuff to her, I just be like, baby, look, just 10 years ago, you were 7 years old. Just 10 years ago, you were 7 years old. So it's like these kids is out here, they 16, 18, they got guns, they on Facebook throwing up gang, BD and all this other shit, right?
Yeah.
But y'all, just 10 years ago, you was 8 years old. You wasn't thinking about a gang or none of that. So where did we go left at? But parents is so busy working, the mom working, the dad working, they not together, the household is split up. So
Oh,
now the kid is being raised,
mom wants to
the
turn it
kids
up,
is
sing
being
a booty and all that.
the kids is being raised by the fucking television. That's why they took look, y'all don't even see this as an agenda. They took fucking Toys R Us away, G. They have no
Yep.
physical contact. They can't physically get down here and mechanically play with these toys. It's all in the mind. I'm gonna scroll on this computer screen, fucking up the eyeballs and everything. Not understanding how to get out here and interact with other kids and children. Everybody's so stuck on to their self. These devices make you be to yourself. It's privacy. Leave me alone. Stay away from me. You see what I'm saying? I can.
Yep.
I'd rather have an internet connection with you than a physical connection with you. Because on the internet, I could be whoever I want to be behind the screen. But in person, I have to physically look at you and shake your hand. I can't play with you. I can't call you a bitch ass nigga in your face because I know it's gonna be physical consequences behind that. But on this internet, I can call you a bitch ass nigga, a pussy. You ain't gonna do nothing. You don't know where I'm at. You can't find it. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have those people that take the internet like that. And you're gonna have people like us who come on here that's however we are in reality, we're the same on the internet. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
ain't changing. I'm the same on the internet the way I'm the same on the internet. I'm the same off the internet. Like, why would I change? That's weird.
Exactly.
It's
Because
weird to me.
I like being the same person on and off. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it.
Yeah,
And then again, we real life, not and with these weirdos on the internet, you can't talk about what your real life is because not everything's for everybody.
right.
Straight up. You know what I mean? What you may understand, what you deal with your streets in your real life may understand, these weirdos on the internet don't understand. Most of these cats are incels. You deal with a grand theft auto generation that deals with joystick and games, and they don't really get out the house. You know what I mean? That's all, and they don't realize them games analyzing their behavior and stuff like that, and they function. You know, if that social credit store goes into place, a lot of us are going to be dead before not the selection, but 2024 next election. A lot of us are going to be dead. If they put that social credit score in place.
Hmm.
That's real.
Yeah.
They got videos on it. You know what I mean? This dude named Kevin, he talks about he has an interracial marriage, and he talks him and his wife. They talk about all that. You know what I mean? I just talked about that type of stuff, and it was something that came back to me like black and white. So
It's like the world. It's like the world is the internet has made the world want everything right now. Like just like how you got the click of a button.
right,
They want you to
back,
they want you to, you know what
back
I'm
in
saying? Everybody want life to be like that. Like
the
when you meet somebody, that's why men, excuse me, men don't know how to
excuse me.
court women They don't know how to court women anymore because as soon as they meet a woman, is she has have all her pictures, of her being half naked, showing her physique, in a sexual manner. That men don't take the time to be like, oh, I'm a wine and dine her, I'm gonna protect her, I want to really court her, um, into being my woman. But instead, they want instant gratification. So it's like, as soon as they do that shit, I want it now. I don't even care about your background. I done had sex with women that I don't even know their age. Like I know that they're of age, but I don't know the exact age. I know they like 20 something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's like you don't really know their last name. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know her first name, but shit, I don't know her
I know,
last name.
I know what you,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
What you was in.
We've all been down that. We've all been down that path of that road. So the question that I'd be asking is either what's in the atmosphere, or because everything is built around sex. Everything is sexual now.
Yeah,
Everything is sexual. Everything is it's like attention is the new currency on the low. It's like attention is becoming a currency, and people will do anything for a like and a view. They'll sell their own person out for a like and a view, or it's all about ego. That's why I be saying, like, let a motherfucker finish talking so we could peacefully build. Because when people start over talking and talking and talking, it's like you ego building. So now you talking because you trying to get your point across so everybody can know it's you talking, instead of just waiting till the person done and then you piggyback off what they said so we could properly build this house. So with basically a conversation. So if we building a house, if I'm building this side, you building that side, and then I'm asking you something, and then another motherfucker start talking over what I'm asking you, how could you properly answer the question? You can't, because now this nigga talking and we can't even hear you, could barely hear what I'm saying. So we done fucked up. Now we gotta start all over. We didn't put the wrong screw in the wrong piece. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like,
Right.
it's just conversation is the same way. It's the same way. I'd be like, what's the rush? Like, what's the rush? Let a
Right.
motherfucker finish and then let them talk. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? This is why we cannot get to the milk, the meat. We cannot get to the meat and the potatoes in these situations because somebody, I got it. I got it. I got where you're coming from. Knowledge of God, you know? And we need to be able to get
Yeah.
to the meat and the potatoes to solve these problems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you get adrenaline when you want to talk and say what you want to say. You be doing it on the street, but it's different online than on the street. You gotta let people get their opinions across. Then you talk afterwards.
Exactly. That's what creates balance. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates balance. That's what creates a respectable audience. That's what helped people be like, you know what, I'm finna cash out these brothers. This is a good conversation. This helped me expand my consciousness. I could leave here and learn something. What this brother told me may have been something that I have been looking for in my life that I couldn't find the puzzle piece to. So now I can. So now I'm finna, you see what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
all about building a conversation. Even though me and you building on this conversation, it's other people listening to where we're helping, doing something to their mindset too, because they're listening to us. They're in taking what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be gotta understand that people that take in what you say and they digest that shit. So you got to be careful giving out this sensitive information. Building on the knowledge.
Here's the deal. For now, on these cats, let these cats get to the meat and the potatoes so we can learn something. We can build us up, not interrupt the next person and stuff like that. And that needs to be applied and regulated on all platforms. Chop it up. Do that on your platform, please. And the person don't listen, then put them to the back. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, see, they know on my platform. That's what I do. Like, I don't allow that yelling and screaming. It's a place where you could come and build. All that yelling and shit, I don't give a fuck if it's one person in the chat. I don't care.
Mhm.
Right? I'm You gotta stand on who you is, and you will find those real people that'll come around, and they'll be solid
That's
because they
true.
be like, no, dude, don't play that on his channel. No, let's go over here because we gonna learn something. Like my boy called me kinfolk. He a young nigga, but every his chat be busting. Like he got like he got like 600, 700, 800 people in his chat. and
Right.
he be talking about conspiracy, the same shit I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we linked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta find a crowd that fits you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I just find a crowd that fits my ideology now and my thinking. I don't wake up and want to kick it every day. I be wanting to learn some shit. It's more kicking it is easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to kick it. It's easy to you know what I'm saying? Some days we gotta go try to find the truth. You feel me?
Exactly. So this is a good conversation, and this is the stuff I like to talk about. I don't like to hear the argument or screaming of people and all that. It's nonsense. It's not getting nowhere while we're being studied on about it. You got people going into understand the worst neighborhoods. You got people who didn't belong to the neighborhood are walking in these worst neighborhoods now, trying to feed these young kids. They're going to change this and change that, and really they setting these kids up for gentrification to be put on the street and be poor. Be poor. You know what I mean? We have to see everything going on in a whole different direction. And we need to have these discussions and get right to the point and know what it is to do. But we need to do it all you do, to be honest with you, you know?
Yeah.
We're giving these enemies too much information. Why do you think they set up in my channel? Because back in the day, they remember I used to give out information, I used to do all this. Then I went after these crooked, you know what's behind they crap. You know what I mean? And
Right.
confronted,
Right.
and I confronted them. And I will confront them in face to face in real life and let them know what it is. But I got to know what the situation is going on around because these cats are created with setting you up and making you look like a fool. Next thing you know, next thing you
But
know,
it's
they put
like
the heart attack button on you. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital.
right,
Oh,
but
you're
see, it's
right.
like the world so angry, gang. Like you gotta think like the world is angry. Like why you gotta ask yourself like why do motherfuckers need guns and superpowers and we humans, G. The next motherfucker bleed just like you. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why we can't go back to you know what I'm saying back in the day? Where we had to fight. Like you had to know how to fight to protect yourself. You
Oh,
know what
you
I'm saying?
had
Now
to know how
motherfuckers
to
done got
tell.
motherfuckers. Hold on, motherfuckers done got lazy. Men done got lazy. Men don't want to work out, do nothing else. So it's like motherfuckers done got lazy now. So now everybody just depending on the gun to protect themselves because of the way of the world is. Men more into fashion and getting dressed and getting they they looking like something than more into focusing on their physical health, which is causing them to demasculate themselves. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
just be
that.
thinking about guns and all that shit. Like a motherfucker, like you really think like a gun, G, like you're shooting somebody, and like I don't know, man. That shit, I don't know. I
Now I'm
done
gonna
did
let
some
you know
shit out there
something
in the
too
streets,
about that.
but you know what I'm saying. I ain't never. I done did some shit in the streets back then, but I ain't never, took no life from no motherfucker. But at the same time, you just gotta just ask yourself, like, what you really out here doing? Like, you shooting a motherfucker. You taking from creation.
Nah,
Like I don't
my
know. That
people
shit be
too.
crazy.
The people I know, you had to shoot and brawl. You had to know how to shoot. You had to know how to fight. You had to know how to do these type of things. You know what I mean? Philadelphia was a no-joke city. You looked at a person funny, you got popped right then and there. If you talk funny, you got shot right then and there. You know what I mean? Or you had to fight right then and there. Because what about you don't have that gun on you? You had to now to throw them fucking hands. That it is
That's
what it
why.
is.
That's that's why they pick up when they get beat up. They get up and go grab a weapon because they can't take a ass whooping. They don't understand the dynamics of keeping your life and your livelihood. Back
I mean,
then, motherfuckers like, no, boy, motherfuckers used to be like, no, boy, put that down. No, you got to use them hands. Niggas ain't finna die or niggas ain't finna go to jail.
yeah,
Niggas really was not, I ain't gonna say afraid to go to jail, but niggas was aware of what the consequences would be if we take it too far. You feel me? Now these little niggas, they just don't care. It's at any time of the
yeah,
day. They stealing cars now. They you know what I'm saying? They
yeah.
stealing cars again. Like, don't nobody steal cars, G. Like, who do that? Like, so it's like these young niggas they don't have no consequences, bro. And the more and more we support this shit, We buy their music. We all motherfuckers is blogging about them. They're gonna keep it up. If the
See,
blogs, they could start right there with the blogs. The blogs just stop reporting on that shit.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
gonna stop. That's gonna stop the
let
rotation
you
of
be
people
finished.
going to go. That's gonna stop the rotation of people going to listen to their music. Motherfuckers are really gonna start looking at them like, yeah, dude, dumb. Like, yeah, why is he shooting that? Like, why would y'all say that? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
you will see, like, it's crazy.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna let you know something. Back in the day, when you're shooting and all that, but you don't hear this stuff today. Somebody getting punched
What's
in
up,
the
sis?
jaw and coming out their shoes.
Sun
I
kiss.
know, I know about dudes who did that. But shot the dude right in the jaw, they're coming out their damn shoes, their sneakers and their shoes, landing on the ground, and their shoes are still standing. You know?
Right.
They don't talk about that in this time, day, or age. Back in the day, I knew dudes who, like Southwest Philly, I knew dudes from Southwest Philly who would beat dudes bloody. Dudes would come home with bloody shirts because they were born in fist fighting these dudes. They had more power in the fist than the dudes that they were fighting. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the real, you know what I mean? And that's what the young boys don't deal with. The young boys can deal with the type of cats I dealt with back in the day. Type of cats who will beat you down to a pulp with their hands. You know what I mean? You looked at these dudes funny about to say something, they pop you right in your face. They couldn't deal with it. Or knock you off your bicycle. Or he thought that we catch him off his guard. And they catch you right off your guard.
Mhm.
They couldn't deal with it. You know what I mean? People were
Yeah.
killed here with brutal fist fights here. You know what I mean? So
It,
one
you
person
know,
more powerful, they know where to
you're
hit you,
dealing.
they know where to punch you at. They know the spot.
See, but see, let me tell you something. You're dealing with a different type of breed. You know, like back in the day, that's where we came from. Like punch fight. You know, nigga nose broke, arm broke. You know, we was used to that. But you know, people these days ain't used to getting punched on. They niggas is fragile now. But not only they body fragile, they feelings is fragile. So they not
Yeah.
used to getting punched on like that. That's why they so quick to shoot, kill. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's. I think they more scared. That's
They know
why
what they
motherfuckers ready to shoot and kill because
It's pride,
they
and they don't
scared.
want to deal with the humiliation behind it. And the good is, when you get your butt whipped real bad like that, it is humiliation behind it.
Motherfuckers don't want to get beat on and get talked about and
Yeah,
dragged
exactly.
on every day. Like I've been through all that and
I
I
came
Right.
still
from it.
came back strong. Motherfuckers ain't they you got people that can't go through that type of torture. Because motherfuckers built different. You got niggas wearing dresses and shit.
That's sad. And I'm going to send you a video supposed to come on today
They
before
ain't
this.
ready for no
Chop
real
it up.
man shit. You got motherfuckers
Chop it up.
wearing
There's a video coming on about that on George Making channel. I'm going to send you all the links. We all need to watch the plan that they got in place for 2030, what they're trying to do. And the straight man is, and then the straight people are the enemy. You know what I mean?
weak
And that's
ass.
what we need to watch. The feminization of America is going down under our eyes right now, this single damn second. You know what I mean? We got to turn this clock back. We didn't have none of this internet stuff. We just had pagers and beepers and Bell Atlantic phone. You couldn't call your homeboy, say, "Oh, I got problems." So no, nothing. You were on the street and you fall away from your damn Bell Atlantic phone, you couldn't do nothing. You had to face that drama right then, right there. No getting out of it at all. Nothing. Sarah, straight up. Your people couldn't get you out of it either. You had to face that fist fight. You had to face that shootout back in the day. You couldn't get around it. Now they got these phones to call their ops. To call people and get their ops taken care of. You see where I'm coming from with this?
Yes,
But
sir.
see, I don't think it's a bad thing for instant connection because you know
I'm listening.
it's a way to be connected to the world, but we just using it in the wrong sense. It's always some good and bad and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a lot of the youth, they just using it as a bad thing. We never said when we got up with somebody, or what's your location, or meet me over here. It's like, oh, when
Yeah,
I see you, I'm gonna see you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It
Right.
wasn't no meet me over here. Niggas wasn't lurking the streets. It was like
bro. When
really
you
when I
see me,
see you,
it
when I
is
see
what it
you.
is, bro. I'm
Yeah,
still
like
with
it
that
wasn't
same
no.
energy.
Yeah, but it wasn't no, what I'm saying? Like I said, back in the day, me and Shano had beef. Like if we was in school or something, I'm like, yeah, well, I'll catch you if I catch you outside. Woo, woo. That's
No,
what it was. It wasn't no. Even if I had his phone number, I'm not calling his house phone or
no.
paging his beeper. Like, meet me over here. Like
Mm-mm,
that's weird, B.
mm-mm.
Like,
That's weird.
yeah, that's very
Why
very
why would
strange.
why would you want to set your? Come on, man. That's stupid. It was if
Yeah,
I catch
like
you.
niggas don't understand nowadays. You can't really do nothing because soon as you do it, they gonna ping your cell phone. Your cell
That's
phone
Yes,
gonna
they
be.
that's
are.
Hold on. They gonna ping your cell phone.
Mhm.
They gonna follow your social media. It's too much stuff, and then everybody on social media is investigators now. So as soon as something
mm,
happens, somebody you don't know, it's millions of people watching this shit. You don't know who's sending the FBI something. People don't think.
Yeah,
No, it's
you're right.
really no purpose of even doing anything. It's like people got Ring doorbell cameras now. So you could do something and the street camera can't catch you, but there's somebody's door camera that caught you. They're gonna report you. They have a killing on their camera. They know they don't want to see that shit. They gonna report you. So it's like the kids don't know that now. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is very crazy. Now, Scott, you ever heard of the city of Chester?
Nah.
Chester, Pennsylvania? Back in the day, Chester was similar to Gary, Indiana, in the Philadelphia region. You know what I'm saying? Only like about 8 minutes away from the airport. You know what I'm saying? Fallon, didn't Chester, city of Chester back in the day, you looked at somebody wrong, you didn't have a chance. Or somebody had beef with you, they'd come to you. They didn't even give you the opportunity to defend yourself. You got beat down right then and there. You got popped right then and there. You know what I mean? And they saw you in the bar and stuff. It was on and popping. That's it. You couldn't even talk to your. It was no cell phones or nothing to return. And then when the cats put a hit on you, they put a hit on you, and the hit was brutal. You know, back in the day in Chester. Look into the
Yeah, but
city of
see, this
Chester
one
back
is
in the day. And right
niggas.
now, Chester, Pennsylvania, is a bankrupt city in Pennsylvania. It's going to be be recognized whatever it is if it don't get their finances resolved by the end of this year. Corruption,
Yeah, see,
politicians, oil. Just to give you some fruit of thought on some things. You know what I mean? To what's going on
what up,
in the
Aaron?
real world.
yeah, but see that shit going on everywhere. Like it ain't just one area. Like we gotta ask ourselves, like nobody's collectively asking us as black folks, like what is the end goal of hating on each other or killing each other? Like all this black on black coming together shit, that shit ain't happening.
Mm,
That shit ain't happening. You got niggas like Brick Baby telling niggas that you would get a real nigga award for not snitching. The nigga then snitched and told that basically Dirk is the one putting hits out. Like, you know what I'm saying? He talking about some, I ain't gonna never tell him to stop whacking their ass. How he whacking their ass and he a millionaire? Cause he's sending his goofy ass nigga. Why would you say that on the internet? That's what I'm saying. You a street nigga doing interviews about street shit. That is the most dumbest shit you ever could do in the whole world.
right.
These niggas be doing on Vlad, these interviews telling the world about
Yeah.
how the streets is. You ain't doing nothing but informing the police and letting them know more and more how the streets roll. Y'all hiding in
Mm,
certain cars, y'all did this, oh, I got away with this. Like y'all on here bragging like it's a thing about like that's the most dumbest shit for likes and views. Yeah, I'm finna do a Vlad interview. I'm finna do a
I
Vlad
think for
interview. I'm
any you
finna
do
go
a
on
bad
Cam
interview.
News. I'm finna go on Cam Capone News. Like what for what? Like that shit stupid as hell.
Boosie telling all the game.
Oh
He stay on.
yeah,
He stay on.
yeah.
He getting paid off of Vlad. That's the thing. He getting the bag off.
So he sells out for the paycheck, pretty much.
He getting a paycheck. He staying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
this
but
is the
people
reason
keep
why
his
he stay on
views up.
back
They
like
they bring it. Yeah, they bring them back up there to keep the youth
Exactly.
and the black people to watching because Vlad know if he start interviewing just Jewish people or white people and shit like that, nobody's gonna watch that shit. Them views gonna be at like 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we be giving these other people platforms. Like that shit is the most dumbest shit we could do. Niggas is in the streets talking about, yeah, on phone them, yeah, you know what I'm saying, on gang, phone them, yeah, folks them, yeah, we want to let motherfucker did this, yeah, I popped a few motherfuckers that was sitting on the couch. Like, why is y'all interviewing niggas that's in the streets? And why street niggas want to be so happy to be on camera? That's the craziest shit ever, bro.
But you know what it is?
That's
That's the most.
mentality, bro.
I'm going to break that down to you now. So that's the most. That's the most fucking attention that they ever got in their lives. That's why they be happy to be on camera and talk what they talk. Especially got they've been holding back so much shit that they finally get a chance to open up and realize that shit is going to bust on their lives and change a lot of things and mess up other OGs who set up things for them. You know what I mean? And other people. They don't realize the consequences behind it. You're so happy and happy go lucky and get behind a damn camera. You know what I mean? You gotta look at the consequences of what you do. It has consequences, and you will reap what you sow when you do these type of things. No getting around that. None. So people don't need to get happy go lucky. People just need to relax, think about what this is going to do for me in the future and how this is going to change my life before they jump the gun and get their emotions. Continue.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm just saying that's what we need to be talking about. Like how all the other bloggers be talking about, what happened and this person went over here and these people got shot. Like, fuck reporting on that shit. Find something else to report on. The more and more they report on that shit, the more and more these niggas gonna feel like, oh, I could be on AK-47 page. I could be on Seti Nash page. I could be on Vlad. I could be on this. I could be because the internet is a way of getting more exposure than just back in the day when we had to sell our CDs on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's easy. It's easier exposure. So it's like the mentality just become very, very like groupie-ish and thirsty. Like niggas really be wanting to be like other niggas. Like it's crazy. No creativity. Everybody rap the same. Everybody rap about they dead ops. I heard one song the nigga was talking about, man, that shit, bro, is one of the most disrespectful songs I ever heard in my life, bro. That little nigga was talking
Mhm.
about how they gonna go to his grave, dig him up, and finish the job. Man,
Wow.
it was real, and he was just vibing on it too, just flowing on it, just vibing. Like everybody in the comments, like, oh, he killed that shit, he murdered that shit, man, that shit was fire. That's right. I'm like, this is a murder death. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Like, is anybody listening to what he's saying? Like, the comments is crazy. That's how you know it's a bunch of young motherfuckers. Oh man, he murdered that shit. That shit was crazy. Like, man, they repeating some of the lyrics he put in there. I'm like, oh man, the youth is just that ain't hip
And
hop, man. That's a murder song.
no worse, a lot worse when you hear all that stuff out. It's on Clubhouse. You hear all that crazy stuff on Clubhouse.
I'm telling you, bro, this shit is
I don't
not.
get to go on Clubhouse because hearing all that, I'm like, I don't want to have nothing to do with those communities on Clubhouse or not even a decade. Cause
Yeah, I'm
not
not
because you're
doing
not
no.
censored, but people talking stuff and saying disrespectful stuff. And think about to hurt this person because you crossed the line. There's
Coach,
boundaries
your
you have to
phone,
respect.
your phone messing up. I can't understand what
Can
you're
you hear
saying.
me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, because I had it on the ground. I mean, the people cross the line to disrespect. That stuff, you get on my skin. That stuff disturbs the crap out of me. It disturbs me. Somebody was saying, like what you just said. Somebody said about my relative. I'm like, yo, what the heck? He's already dead. Why are they going to drag this out any longer?
It's
Oh,
crazy.
this makes you want to go to drink. This makes you want to go back to doing guns. This makes you want to go back to putting hits on people. This makes you want to do crazy stuff. And it's not cool to do these type of things. You know, people don't know where to cut the line and draw the line in. There's a line of respect that you draw and stuff like that. Like when, and like back in the day, people didn't shoot out on Sundays. You know what I mean? They respected the God and respected people going to church. Now these young, they just cross lines with every damn thing. And it's a time when you didn't kill, you didn't shoot the family members, the women, or the kids back in the day. You know what I mean? You went directly after that one person that you needed to go after. That was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how that was. You know what I mean? Even though get stuff going down, but we respect boundaries. These cats don't respect boundaries at all. They don't respect it.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Be
Yeah,
honest, I think
it's
most of these
true.
kids,
I
little
mean,
children's phones, you need to be taken.
you really got to look at how the reason why these kids don't respect boundaries because most of these kids and these children are not raised with both of their parents, and the parents, you know, you know, they most the parents that raised the kids, the single parents that raised the kids, was raised by single parents themselves. So this is why most of the kids are out of whack. It explains a lot. It's common sense. You know? It's the reason why most of these kids, you know, that's raised, most of their parents are either at work or doing something that that's the kid is not mostly being paid attention to. So the kids raise themselves, kids raising kids. I mean, we know the history.
Yep. You're just true. We do know the history, you know?
I mean, this is
Let me
this.
let you know too. The eagle. I lost two cat. I lost two cats on the street. These two cats was about to fight each other. We broke up the fight, and the fight was broken up. You know what I mean? But end up these dudes ended up getting killed in two circumstances. One was killed over a drug deal going bad, and he got robbed of all his stuff. Another one got killed. Another one. This is in the 2000s. Another one was killed in prison. 2 weeks go to jail. The guards beat him to death.
I mean, because I was one of those statistics. You know, I thank God for and my brother was here. Now he was one of them. You know, we just happening. I was raised by my mother. I thank God I was raised a no fucking faggot. 'Cause that's
Right.
just most of these men they was raised by their mother. And they got female ways. I
They
just
do.
think
They should. That's true. They do. I was raised by both of my parents. I didn't
you know,
find out the secrets on my dad until he passed away. Then when I talked to certain areas about my dad's activities, they told me what it was. They didn't tell me in full. They just gave me little hints to what's going on while he was
I'm just
working his
one of them
job.
niggas who's not afraid to talk about shit like that. I've been through a lot. All that drugs. I'm
Yeah,
just one of them
Houston.
real niggas. I'm just and, and and a lot of these niggas that's raised by their mothers, they've been taught by female ways. That's why they disrespect women like that and they self.
Mm.
And it's
I'm be honest, I'm not used to this disrespect of women. I came from a play age into players, and me
you
being a
see,
player
okay,
out here, we not to be not
when we
just talk to girls respectfully, and we talk to them respectfully. You get everything you want from them. That's
you
what
know
it is, you know.
you say it's when you disrespect a woman, especially a black woman. She's we gods. Knowledge want to help me to understand about that. But when I found out about, you know, you disrespecting, you disrespecting God itself. You
Mhm.
disrespect God's creation. You know what I'm saying? When you disrespect
Right.
a black woman, because when you put a seed in a woman, you disrespect the creation of God. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hit or put lay thy hand on a woman, period, you disrespecting and you disrespecting God's creation. You destroying the God's creation. I mean, it just you have all rights for somebody to put you under the earth. You know,
Exactly.
it's deeper than that. It's
It's very deep. It's deep beyond me, you, and all three of us, and everybody in this chat put together, and millions of people. It is that deep. You know what I
it's
mean? You
deep.
can't
I can't even get deeper than that. I mean, but it's
right.
deep. You know, because when
It-
you it, let me, when when man puts seed in a woman,
right.
that's a whole nation right there. That, man, let's go deeper than that. That's a planet. That can be another planet because there's other life in. Well, I don't want to go that deep. I don't want people to think I'm crazy, but you know, but
Where you realize it, all you cats and people don't like it. The black woman is the mother of civilization. And it's facts. You could read through everything. Black women are the mothers of civilization. You can't not deny that. It is what it is. Don't try to alter it and change it. They are the mothers of foundation on planet Earth. What else can I say? There's nothing else I can say about that.
mhm.
Can't go no deeper than that. And like me, you just did.
Knowledge, where you at on this, man?
I'm just listening.
You
Come
sorting
on.
up the
Yeah.
information. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like.
Nah, you gotta say something on this. We done got deep on this, bro. You gotta say something, goddamn.
And if you say something, I'm gonna mute my mic and let you talk. All right.
No, say the last part again, because I probably ain't hear the
I
last
said,
part.
black woman is the mother of civilization. I'm going, and that's what I say. Let's say no. Go ahead, say you said, but you probably say it in a short phrase.
I mean, yeah, but man, this world is it's a sick world, man. We live in a strange world now. Shit. That's why I say you gotta have principles and stand on what you say. Because if not, you will be changed. Society will change you.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It will. You gotta stand on your principles. So standing on your principles, people. That's why people look at me. They say I'm mean or I'm stern or shit. I don't give a fuck. Say what
What's
you
up,
want to say.
Indigenous?
This works for me. You feel me?
Good morning, Indigenous.
Grand
What up,
Rising, what's good?
indigenous?
What's good
Peace.
with it? And man, y'all talking, y'all hitting on some key points, man. Man, I mean, I'm loving this conversation.
Hey man, it just man.
Indigenous,
Go ahead, go
go
ahead,
right ahead. Yeah, this is a
go ahead.
conversation that's very
291.
much needed.
Pop your shit. Pop your shit. 291. Let's go.
We need this
Yeah,
conversation. We need more of them
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Straight up, straight up, straight up.
Go right ahead, chop it up. I didn't mean to interrupt you, my man. I'm
Man,
working. I'm
291.
working on it,
291.
fellas.
Pop
So be
your shit.
patient with me.
Let's
I'm
go.
working on that. All right. I'm working on that.
Pop
All right.
291. Pop your shit. Let's go.
This is conversations that are definitely needed. We need to get more in detail to what's going on. You know what I mean? Black women are the mother of civilization. We wouldn't be around if it wasn't for the black woman and the black male. You know what I mean? And we get disrespected all these years before Christ, after Christ. They altered the Bible and all that. And most of the people in the Bible that they talk about were black folks. They were black folks. You know what I'm saying? And you had to see what it is. You had to look at facts, and not everything's for everybody you could talk to on here about it. We had to get this real and spit this truth out. And we need to spit it off of YouTube behind the scene. Not let these other people behind the scene listen and create strategies against us to keep holding us down. I am so tired of our people. We could get so much further if we get together. But hey, the Jim Crow and the buck breaking has messed us up that they did. And we're still fighting them. Then the fights on them slave plantations that they would do and pay money to see who wins, who dies. And that's just the reality of it. I got to the tech, not to talk about these type of things and talk about the technology here. But we have opportunity on this technology while we have it. With the apps and everything, make your money, build up your crypto, build up everything, and and let you know today's women and stuff like that, even though she's a mother of civilization, we have to get our act together as black men, get ourselves healthy and get ourselves fit. And when we do that, all the bees will go to the honey. All the bees, think about that thing. All the bees will go to the honey. And when they go to the honey, you can milk the cow. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's move
No,
on,
no,
fellas.
no, 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 man. Then keep building because you said something so key was hold on. No, I ain't tripping. Actually, I have to switch my microphone. But you said that we can kill a whole lot of more people who really doing this to us than we are each other. Man, that was that was profound.
Paul what got me when he said about the honey part. You can get a,
You got to
you
be
know,
we have to be the eye candy to these women. White boys are women or women. Them white boys are in the gym getting in shape and everything. They pay attention to what they say and they and listening what we say. They listen to our talking points. They put it into action in other races. We're not putting it in action. We're drinking ourselves to death on these corners. Do you know how many people I see around the city on alcohol in Philadelphia on alcoholic corners and stuff like that where spirit spots at? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? We had to get it together, black men. We had to get it together. And this is why our women are turning against us. Then you have these brothers, they chase after white women. They get with the worst white women. They don't get with the bad white women that the white men
facts,
want.
facts,
You know what I mean?
facts,
Preach.
facts,
They don't,
facts,
they don't, they don't go there with that. You know what I'm
facts,
saying? They now
facts.
these
Hey, keep
men
talking. Hey,
because
Philly.
the systems are so
Hey,
messed up.
291. 291. Keep
Yo,
talking, my nigga. Keep. Let's go, man. Keep talking, my nigga. You could. This your show, nigga. Keep talking, man. I'm going on mute.
you don't have to go on mute. I need you here.
And I'm going on mute. I need
Someone,
you
I
here,
need you
nigga.
here
Keep
right now. You
talking,
need
man.
to speak up too. Chop it
No,
up. This
nigga.
is
I need
everybody's
you
damn
here.
show. Everybody needs to speak
Knowledge.
up, man.
Knowledge. You got my nigga knowledge on mute, nigga. You got my. Keep talking, nigga. Hey,
I mean,
knowledge.
this is stuff I see and seen witness. And
Hey man, I'm going on mute. Keep talking. Hey, this 291 show, man. Let me put you on the other side, right? Hold on. Put you on the other side right quick. This your show, nigga. You got me fucked up, nigga. This your show. Let's go. Keep talking. I'm going on mute. Let's go.
And I'm gonna let you know something too. You know what I mean? These brothers you're in they get choosing interracial dating and all that. It goes good for a lot of us. I seen it go good. I seen guys married to the opposite sex, to the opposite to white women for years, and they happy with them, and the women are submissive to them. There's some good ones out here, but you had some bad ones out here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Let's just put it this way and stuff like that. Some brothers had the Mercedes Benz rich and stuff like that, and they got with a white woman within 10, 15 years later and stuff like that. The debt to society, they on a 10-speed bike working a 9 to 5 job because the masters got mad. So at the same time, while you're dating that person, you're happy and stuff. The masters behind the scenes in the courthouses and everything are setting you up, and you won't even know it until it's too late. And by the time you figured it out, the damage is already done. You know what I mean? That's the stuff you got to watch. People who playing silence and playing quiet get you good and don't have to tell you a word and say fucking nothing. They get you very, they get you very put out there just like that. And then you try to say resolve it. It's like you trying. It's like right now you trying to buy a Bitcoin for $28,000. That's how they get you. And you have to.
Keep
And we have to
talking.
think about these type of
Yeah,
things.
I don't know nothing about that.
I'm just saying that for an example.
I
When you go
mean,
outside your race, there's a debt to society you have to pay with these people.
that's mm.
Unless
So
that unless that white girl you know she knows people in the court and really loves you, she could go talk to those people to keep you going.
so hold on. So if I want to be rich, like because because it's a certain point. You could be rich behind closed doors. We know that. And
Yeah,
that's the
behind
kind of
closed
money you
doors. That's
make.
the yo.
If
That's the
you want
best
to be
rich
rich
man
and be,
behind closed doors.
but hold on. If you want to be rich in public, you got to sell your soul.
You don't have to, but most of the time they will, and they will put the channels
But,
in action for you to
but
do
if
that.
you want to stay rich and relevant for a long time,
It's best to
it
be
is
balanced to
because
be
you can
rich.
get rich. You can get rich. I get that by just by the people. But if you want to stay rich and relevant without them taking it from you, you got to sell your soul.
Most did. That's most did.
In indigenous
That's
50,
basically what
58.
that's basically what you saying.
Yep, stay in silence, man. Silence is a key. I know people that are millionaires up here in Philadelphia, and they have other people behind the scenes running their business. You
So
won't
I
even
gotta
know it's a
turn
black
out
man
the
running
cheap.
it.
I gotta turn them out of cheap. Now that you turn them out of cheap and bend over so I can
Mm,
keep my money.
yeah, and I don't pre I don't tolerate that. But I see that
Wow.
I see that I
You
see
first
see
of
that's
all
see that's
got
another
me
thing
fucked
that we
up.
should be worrying about who we shooting.
First of all, I'm so heterosexual. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers don't understand. Yes, you're going to be rich. You're going to be famous. You're going to be all this. But once you do that, you forever going to be gay and bend over and get stuffed like a big punk, like a bitch.
You see what happened
And
to Terry Crews?
yeah,
You see what Tank said behind the scenes and stuff like that. What he does, and the ladies
Never
adore him.
going to be a bitch. You you you're not going to even enjoy your famous. You're not going to enjoy that because inside you're going to be disgusted with yourself.
hey Shano, I ain't gonna sit here and be gross and nothing like that. But a lot of
No,
those dudes,
we talking real. This
no,
real shit over
what you
here,
think
man.
I'm doing?
This real shit. We
That's
talking
the
real
reason
shit.
I chimed in.
Fuck
What
what
I'm
a nigga
saying
talk.
is, no. Honestly, the humiliation of going through that to some of the other dudes is why the other dudes allowed that to happen.
Mm, let's go.
I'm gonna let you know that you got some of your
Let's
tech
go.
YouTubers and other YouTubers.
Let's
Look at the
go.
look at the event CES. I want
That
y'all to
boy
do your
said,
investigation into what's going on with the Electronic Consumer Show and how
but
you
you know
do
what?
become
But
big.
hold on. I want you to hear what this because Indigenous said some shit. Because when he said these other niggas are loud, he's really talking about us as far as the old school niggas like me and you, 291.
Yep, we're
We
very old school.
allowed this shit to happen.
We shouldn't
Not,
allow
not,
it.
not. I gotta speak facts. We speaking real, right?
We're
Let's
speaking
go
real,
then. Let's go then.
but we
We
didn't have the
supposed
knowledge
to
back then like we have now.
Cause it's pissing me off
like
looking at
back
it.
in the
Look
day.
at these
Check
Dwayne
this out.
Wades. Look
Back in
at
the
these
day,
Will Smiths.
niggas got killed behind that shit.
Yes, they did. Go on, chop it up.
Why we ain't doing that? That's how we got straightened. And if you broke that rule, that's what it was.
But Shano,
Motherfuckers ain't holding up to that
Especially in
shit. No,
Houston.
hey
What
this
go
Shano,
down
you
there?
know the
why
real reason why
this
I
is
never
why
joined the
we out of
fraternity?
line. Because
Attentionist. Your mic is going in and out. You got to fix your sound a little bit.
Is this
But I
better?
want to hear what you got to say. You're in a great state. You're in Florida. You're in a wonderful place. I'm thinking about moving
Hey,
to.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
I was
giving
saying
myself
that's the
enough
real
for what
reason
I'm
why I never
saying.
joined a
Y'all
fraternity.
supposed to
So
talk
we
like
talk we
this?
talking to fraternity brothers.
Is because I'm really I feel like I'm persecuting myself right now, bro.
God put you in the
This
position
is
to do
not
that,
me
to see the
talking,
wrongs, which is
but
a great thing.
like
And I'm
I'm
glad you
actually
talk about this, Shano.
this
I'm gonna
shit,
put myself on me. I want you to talk. I need to hear your eastern side of things.
mm, mm, bro. Like it's a whole lot of supposed to be like under the ground. Like the weak ain't supposed to be because the weak will defile the others just because being around. Like look at the animals for instance. If you weak, even the weak will either eat or kill their own so the others can live and be great and carry on. That's kind of like we, but you got some bitch ass snitches. This is why that it's so defiled of our own.
And these bitch ass snitches
Man,
will
what
put
the
you in
hell
jail.
you
A
talking about,
problem that a
man?
problem,
What are
you know.
you talking about?
When you got these bitch ass snitches, a problem we can solve on our own. We can solve our own. But you go always going back to these people telling our problems, and they have to solve our problems. No, we need to solve our problems in our own camp and work it out. That's what we need to do. That's a voice of bitch ass snitch.
Hmm, that's a good solution. Why are we worrying about somebody else to solve
You
our
gotta
problem
erase
when they
them.
got us
I
in the
mean,
reason why we
why
in it?
would you want those type around who's trying to be something? Then to why not why not erase these pedophiles? Why should they live? These rapists, murderers. Why should they be turned in? Why they can this be erased?
Shano, I'm about to
And
send your
when we
photo.
hold on, when we erase them, why did they have to be snitched on and be turned in just because we erased them goddamn pedophile? See, you got people in the world that do that. Hmm. Anyway, but
No, you got it. Cause
I'm
man,
about to
this is
get
a
up,
good
go and get me
conversation.
something to eat, man. I gotta go to this gym
going to the gym,
and get up and get me. Yeah, I'm finna get up and get me something to eat and shit.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Shano,
Get with
go
the
to
other
your
order.
Instagram. I just sent two photos to you. I want you to
Okay,
post these photos up when I post. And I took this picture last night of a white boy you had that's on back of his shirt.
okay.
Post and see those photos. I just gave you a jewel right now.
I got you. I'm gonna take a look at it. You know I am.
Hey,
My
did you
shows.
see that? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead and just
Now, did you see that clip where that black police officer was on somebody's body cam when he was arrested, and he called the officer out, and he still was arrested, and those other police officers looking at, well, the sergeant here, I don't care if you a police officer or not.
see, but
To
I
me,
saw that video. Cause
them
they got a Bruce. Some of these white boys got a Bruce eagle. Cause they want us back being buck broken damn slavery. Oh, don't let me have to go in on that type of stuff. But I should go in with Aries and white boys on their debates on Facebook. And this is why they're after my channel. And Shane got something to talk about that with me. We're going to talk about that behind the scenes before he even put it on the air. Because I need to know the detail. Because there's some dangerous detail that Shane was telling me about earlier. That's why I told you don't talk about it. You know? So Shane was going to pull up something that's very important that need to be said, and it's a shirt. And I'm going to get the same shirt too.
I really don't give a fuck about talk about anything, man. I'm gonna talk about the shit, especially if I know about the shit. I'm gonna say the shit. I'm gonna fuck if
Exactly.
my shit monetized or
So
what.
you on your IG.
Just like I
Do you
build
see the
this one,
shirt that I sent you?
just like
You
I
see the
built
shirt
this
that I
one.
sent you?
I'm
Right.
about to look at it. I'm about